Hey everyone, Laura here. Thank you for listening to us and streaming us across all platforms. Your support is the reason we keep doing the show. Starting December 2nd, BuzzBait is going to be moving to its own YouTube channel at BuzzBait Pod, where you can find all of our episodes as well as any new BuzzBait specific content there moving forward. If you're listening on Spotify, Amazon Music, or newly iHeartRadio, then don't worry, nothing is going to change for you guys. Again, that's December 2nd at BuzzBait Pod on YouTube is going to be the new home for all BuzzBait content. Thank you for listening and enjoy the show. Anyways, welcome to the BuzzBait Podcast, your wave of something new each week. I'm your host, Laura, and with today are my co-hosts, Colin and Megan. Megan, you kind of look like Colin's hat.
Apples. Meg, you gotta point to your eyes, too, I would say, so everybody can see the difference. But I'm back from weddings! Yay!
Yep.
Back to make fun of you guys again.
Yeah, fuck Morgan and that author dude we had on. Fuck those
And
guys.
fuck Nick.
We got Colin back. Well, always fuck Nick. I fucking...
This week we also
Alright.
decided to turn on our webcams. Whether or not we include them in the episode is to be determined.
It'll just be little clips that we release in small amounts.
Do you guys bring any news this week?
I saw an ad from Kane and the Undertaker hit WWE Legends supporting Trump, and then I went into a rabbit hole and found out that Stone Cold Steve Austin, the stereotypical here's your redneck wrestler, hates Donald Trump and actively is telling people to vote for Kamala, along with Dave Bautista, and I forget who the third person was for the Kamala side of things.
I did see Dave doing
Yep.
it because he posted some video on like Twitter or something, and people were like, this is your masculine wrestler or something. And it was like, unrelated, but okay, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like scrolling through TikTok and randomly I just see Kane, Donald Trump, and the Undertaker. And I was like, sometimes you grow up and you find out that your childhood heroes are actually pieces of shit.
I brought a news article I'm going to send into episode discussions. If you're not part of the Katana Fish Production Discord, definitely join. You get live updates of content and what we are
that's
talking
a
about right
hell
now.
of a headline.
So Bath & Body Works released their holiday candles.
Oh no, that shit!
And one in particular got recalled or pulled from the shelves because they look like KKK hoods. And that is their holiday edition candle, Snowed In, which, you know, snowflakes, racist, they kind of go hand in hand. I came across this article and it has been living in my mind rent fucking free because they really do look like KKK hoods.
How fast do you think the person who submitted that got fired?
Instantaneously.
You posting that just helped me find the episode that I have to get the audio for Lena, because I just quoted from episode 7, I just got a no do it grip. So thank you for posting the article, Laura. I no longer have to rewatch all of our old episodes.
I'm just saying.
You may not have to, but the audience should.
That's true. You guys should always rewatch our videos. Especially rewatch episode 2 and episode 7 because they are eternal.
Peak.
Do it grip.
As you're saying.
Hey, if you resonate with me at all when you're listening to this, if you're like, wow, I really feel very similarly to that Megan chick, don't watch those episodes.
No,
like them.
Watch
Don't
both of them.
watch
Watch both of them.
Give us a comment and be like, I'm here for Megan.
If
Meg
Megan is your
is ju-
favorite
we're-
member of Katana Fish, you probably also want to bully her and pick on her.
If we ever get big enough to go to conventions, it's just going to be people, when they try to get our attention, they're just going to yell mean things at Meg, and we're going to have to, like, actually defend you.
Yeah.
There is video evidence of you guys.
Oh my god, Meg! It's too early in the episode.
I'm also
Do you see that?
very sick.
Do you see what that is? You see how it's shining? That's my tears.
Meg, real women don't.
Reel it in.
Stop it.
Reel it in.
Dial the fuck in, homie. We
I'll
are
pay you to cry.
just now 5 minutes in. You gotta lock in.
I think we should reset, guys, really quick.
You said that in episode 10, and episode 10 was one of the best fucking episodes.
Oh my god. That shit was so funny. Alright, anyway, sorry. So Laura has racist
evidence.
candles. I have...
Clandles, if you will.
Not the clandles.
Meg, did you bring any articles? Any news?
I definitely had something.
Before we etch-a-sketched her fucking brain.
Yep. There was something. I had something. I was going to talk about something.
I believe you.
I had a whole thing. Yep.
Well, while you're waiting, while we're waiting for Meg to reboot, I actually wanted to talk about our retro GameCon experience. And I wanted to
dude, it was so fun. I was so happy to be there.
How I plan to include you, Colin, was talking about any other convention experiences or just like experiences in like nerd spaces, because
I'm going to a convention
in
like December.
This doesn't make any sense. How did you, Laura, bring up clandles and then you're like, yeah, so retro GameCon, like this is not a cohesive way to run a show.
Retro GameCon, known recruitment grounds for the clan.
For the clandles.
And that's where we were this weekend. No.
Laura, we can't do no, guys, on a real basis, I need you guys to focus and think about what we're doing as professionals.
Yeah, we're running a comedy podcast.
Exactly. But we can't
what's more comedic than the unexpected? You don't expect to go from clandles to fucking conventions, right?
Well, different kinds of conventions, but that's not the point. The point is we need to have some kind of flow, because otherwise you're just literally giving them whiplash. I just feel like this is too...
Are you telling me you've never... Meg, I know we're all white, but you never had a racist experience at a fucking nerd place? That's crazy.
What do you mean at a nerd place? I don't go to nerd places.
You work at one.
At a nerd place. What the fuck are you talking about? We all used to work in a nerd place. That's how we met.
I still work at the nerd place, but now I work from home.
No, because you have to have like some level of professionalism there, so you can't be overtly racist.
We're not
being
racist.
No, Laura just said you've never had like a racist thing at a nerd place, and then I was like, no, like I don't go to nerd places.
Or sexist.
Transphobic. I've seen that out loud, but that's... Listen, I just wanted to have let's raise the bar a little bit, guys.
No.
Let's like bring it up.
I refuse.
Just a notch.
How do you want to raise the bar?
I exist at the level I exist at.
Like making some ideas live on this podcast.
I just think that making it clean, like making it nice.
That's why you edit them, Meg.
I can't. No, because you don't understand. Part of the problem is when I'm editing, I'm like, it sounds like I just cut something out, and I didn't, because of the way that we jump shit around. It sounds like I cut a chunk out, but I don't. Is the problem.
We're on like what, episode fucking 12 now? 13?
11?
15. Yeah, by now people fully understand that we are just disabled.
We're not on 15.
I said 50. This is episode 50.
Oh, radical. Dude, turning on the cameras for this episode was a great idea.
I should have really let us get this shit out of the way before I started recording, because once I start recording, you guys never want to just take a beat ever.
All right, so instead of talking about retro GameCon or anything, we'll cut that out. Today I wanted to talk about our anti-bullying program.
What if we just didn't tell Meg, and Laura and I conspired and just did a Be Nice to Meg episode?
We did, and she hated it.
What? I'm sorry. What are you talking about?
The golf with friends when me and Colin were nice to you and cheering you on, and then at the end you were like, I fucking hated that.
Oh yeah.
I
have
brought
the
up the
recording.
fact that sometimes when you're doing bad and someone is nice to you, it feels like they're bullying you. Like when they're like being encouraging, but you're doing poorly. Like it's one thing when someone's like being like, yeah, you're doing good when you're doing good, but when you're doing bad, they're like, you're doing fine. It's like, shut the fuck up. No, I'm not. I'm not stupid. Don't patronize me. Like you can't.
But we all get a gold star for participating. Right?
No.
Okay, well, I don't know what school you went to, but I did. Did you remember your article?
No, I haven't had a moment's peace in my brain, and I tried to be like, okay, what if we just kind of like take a moment to get back on track? And y'all were like, no, let's fucking, what do you mean
Right,
get back on track?
Let's take a breather. Let's take a breather.
What is
Breathe
the track?
Breathe in.
I literally
Laura,
had
your camera is so deep fried right now.
It's
that shit is killing me.
Blurry. You physically hurt to look at on camera. You can't refocus that shit at all. You can't like.
I tried. It don't want to focus.
Do you have it like set at like a minimum frame rate or what the fuck is going on?
I don't know. It's not my camera.
Okay, I sent somebody something. Give me a second. I sent someone something to hold on to it so that I didn't lose it. Fuck me. Who did I send it to?
I bought this for the wedding that I was at, and the venue said, please don't use that. So I fired 4 rounds of confetti into my buddy's car.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I walked up to him and I was like, I got bad news. And he goes, what's up? I was like, the venue won't let me use my confetti gun that I bought. And he goes, oh man. And I was like, so I'm going to use it here, and just blasted it all in the back of his car.
I keep this weapon on me. You know I stay strapped. I'm already a lesbian. I might as well keep a fucking gun too.
My roommate got me a Minecraft chicken Nerf gun for Christmas.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
So I keep that thing loaded and on my desk. All right, Meg, you found it? Meg? Meg?
Bueller?
Meg's ignoring us now.
Would you buy a candle?
No, I would not.
If I knew they were going to be recalled, but I saw one on the shelf, I would buy it. Just to be like, I have the rare KKK edition candle selling for 30 grand. Who wants it?
Welcome back, Meg. We missed you. Did you find your article?
You kept asking questions. I was shaking my head and shit.
Shaking your head is not the same as talking to us, Meg.
Meg, out loud, would you buy a candle?
No, of course not. I don't have a sense of smell, you asshole.
That is a fact I always forget.
I don't think I ever remember.
I got one fucking working eye, no sense of smell, my hearing is shit. Fuck you guys, and you still bully me.
Are you good at touching? The 5 senses. You can't see very well. You can't smell.
Are you good at wienering?
What?
I still laugh every time I think about that conversation when I said that to you, Laura.
This was like months ago, but
yeah.
Colin once sent me a video that was like, when you give your girl that mediocre wienerin or something, and the word wienerin had me in fucking tears. It was one of the funniest.
No, I don't remember if it was that one, but I sent you one where it was like when you give her the best 5-second wienerin of your lifetime, and it was a guy going to the garage and cracking Coors Lights.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. That shit had me in fucking tears. I couldn't breathe.
It's just it's one of those things.
Left my mind.
The word wiener always makes me laugh without fail. The fact that somebody turned it into a verb, even better.
So funny.
Yeah, so I got that. I got the stuff, by the way.
Hell yeah. Let's hear it,
Hit us
Meg.
with it.
Yeah, so while we're talking about racist shit, I earlier we were having a conversation with our new animator, and it led to talks about Elon Musk and
Oh,
pro-Trump
yeah.
stuff. And when I was looking at stuff, I found out that Elon Musk is offering Pennsylvania voters $100 to sign a pro-Trump petition. And I was just like, "That's how are you?" How how do how do we do this shit as a country?
How did we get
Like
here?
it's like, hey, well technically I'm not paying them to vote for Trump like in a legal election, and therefore it's not illegal or considered bribery. Like how is this not considered bribery is like a big question that I have. Like I feel like you're literally like you're paying people.
Yeah. I also feel like you're quite literally bribing them to vote a certain way. It'd be bad if it was Harris, it's bad if it's Trump. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
Right.
it's bad either way.
Right. And like that's the thing that like I can't wrap my mind around. And it's like and he's like, "Oh, earn money to support something that you already believe in." And it's like, motherfucker, people may not believe in it, but they want $100.
But they want
What
money, yeah. Did you see that? I believe it's North Carolina. They are now allowing husbands to go in to the voting booth when their wives are in there to make sure that
That's
they're voting a
crazy.
certain way.
That's crazy. No. I hate our country, bro.
Dude. This election has brought out like the worst in everybody.
This
For
shit
real.
has shown you who the fucking rats are, dude.
Honestly, crazy work is being done.
But I know in our last episode we were shit talking some of the Musk stuff too, just in general, like the Cybertrucks and
Everything that man does, you can just shit talk it.
Honestly.
Bad choices.
Elon Musk, if you're listening to this podcast, fuck you. I hope your dick gets caught in your zipper.
If it's big enough to get caught. Maybe a wrinkle.
Fam, why the fuck? I don't know what ads you guys get, but in the margins of this fucking Clandle MSN.com thing that you shared, there's top 15 women in sports,
Hell yeah.
but it's just got this like female soccer player with her shorts just riding up her ass. It might as well just be a picture of a woman's ass with top 15 women in sports underneath it.
You know,
my ads on that website is just off to the side. It just says visit CNN.com and has like 3 different articles. And then when I scroll down, it's just more sponsored content. I don't have any like pop-ups or anything on the site.
Something that pisses me off, right? Something that pisses me off is when people criticize like, oh, what women are wearing in the gym or what they wear when they work out, blah blah blah. And it's like, have you gone to like the women's athletic section? Like, that's what they're offered are booty shorts and fucking bras.
The only reason that I'm like, oh, I can't believe she's wearing that is because I'm just upset that like, why can't I go to the guys section and get myself some fucking hoochie gym shorts?
Right? Like
all we get are like the thick fucking like athletic pants and shirts. The best I can do is just fucking give myself a deep V and like cut the sleeves in.
I was gonna say, guys' shorts. I prefer to wear men's shorts and like women's pants. And men's shorts, shopping for them fucking sucks ass because I like the like 5-inch shorts, right? I don't have no penis I gotta worry about like fucking slanging out at any time. So I just like the 5-inch shorts. It's so hard to find 5-inch shorts because they're all like to your fucking knees. I can't imagine that those shorts are very comfortable.
I have a hard time finding shorts that actually go down to my knees or lower, and I'm one of those people who I prefer it to be lower than higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all about preference.
Love me some basketball shorts. I like long basketball shorts.
Like back in high school, I was the kid walking around in plaid shorts and polo shirts, and when I sat down, them shits would be like halfway up my thigh.
So let me get this straight. You had the plaid shorts,
Plaid short,
polo shirts,
polo
and you were
shirt.
the wear my hug guy.
Absolutely.
That's a tough.
And I will say,
top
like,
three.
sophomore, junior, senior year, I finally evolved into a functional person, and I just started existing instead of being that guy. Like, I stopped wearing the
Great
plaid
improvement,
short,
by the way.
stopped wearing the plaid shorts and polo shirts all the time. Actually went and got a wardrobe, which I can no longer fit into because I had a horrible eating disorder when I was in high school.
When I was in high school, I used to wear the because I was uncomfortable shopping with my mom, like especially when I went to the men's section or whatever.
Mm.
Like, I don't know, it felt like she always was like a little iffy about it, whatever.
Why
So
is
I
my
just kind
daughter
of,
wearing boys' clothes?
yeah, so I just kind of stayed towards the like women's section, and I hate women's shorts. So I always wore the like Bermuda shorts of the like jean shorts, but they like rolled up or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
and they were like mid thigh. I hated them, but I always wore them because again, it was just what I was comfortable buying with my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as
Tragic.
far as like that kind of stuff goes, I literally cared so little that I would just have my mom buy all my clothes. So up until like 19, I dressed as if I was a 35 to 40-year-old woman, like blouses and shit. just
Yo, I
just
don't know why, but the image of you rolling up as like a high school freshman in like a fully like assembled blouse just made me laugh internally so hard.
it that's what it was though, for sure.
I just came from an event with a bunch of fucking like 40 to 60-year-old women, and I can I can I have the image fresh in my mind of like what I imagine your mom dressed you as.
But look at this blouse that I'm wearing here, and the tank top underneath it. I sent it to the dude chat.
The dude chat.
The dude chat. Did it drop in there yet?
Yeah, that is a 40-year-old.
That
Look at that.
Yeah, that do be
35-year-old woman
that
blouse.
do be an old lady blouse.
Yeah, there's me in that hat I showed you though. That's when it still worked. It wasn't dusty as fuck.
Outstanding.
Yeah, it's just yeah, that was the look. That's what I did. Just fucking older woman clothes.
Yeah,
And now
I
I
just
dress
had
like a fucking
graphic t-shirts, and Bermuda shorts. That's pretty much it.
Dude, when I was up in New York, I at least like varied my outfits. Now that I live in Florida, it's literally every day is just a different tank top, different shorts, and my sandals.
I mean, it's hot, so you're a bit more limited because
do
it's
be.
hot like year round. Meanwhile, I
Do
feel like
be
up
toasty.
here we can rotate closets. At least I rotate closets. I have like what is it? It's like summer in a closet, winter in a dresser or whatever, you know?
Mm.
That's kind of how I do things. I feel like it keeps it organized.
I try and be that person, and then inevitably just live out of a clean laundry basket and a dirty laundry basket.
Like the one I have on the floor over here.
I got them back there too, behind
Yeah,
the
I
green.
currently have my clean laundry. I went through and sorted like half of it and put it away, and then I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm done. So I got to finish that tonight at some point. Or tomorrow while I'm off.
Okay, now can we talk about Retro Game Con? I'm gonna take the silence as a yes. So,
Oh God.
we did. I think
she killed it.
You just broke your mic so aggressive. Like you yelled, "Okay, let's go," and then died.
Anyways, I think Retro Game Con went very well for us. We visited me and Megan. If you were there and you saw us, thanks for the follow, thanks for listening. Greatly appreciate it. But we were there, we were handing out business cards. I dressed as Duke Devlin, and I had a dual disc, specifically the 2010 Yusei Fudo dual disc, made from Japan, imported from Japan. Great product. Had it in there, and I would try to whip out cards, but the cards would just fucking fall out all the time. So, but anyways, I think it went well for us. And I wanted to talk about
Yeah, it was my first ever convention like that, and I got the people to give my business cards to the Baldur's Gate 3 voice actors that were there. Fingers crossed one of them hits me up so I can pay them. Probably, I'm assuming it's gonna be like at least $5,000. That's what I'm thinking. It's gonna be like a minimum. I don't know. Voice actors, they say they make like between $200 and $500. I'm thinking it's probably like $500. God damn, Colin.
I thought you snapped your neck. I was like,
if
well,
I did, you'd have
to
to include the camera footage for the episode.
You just go limp.
You gotta just leave it in there of me just going, oh, my neck, and then just falling.
Content.
Just title the episode, Colin actually died this episode, guys.
That was my
We're
second
not
time
clickbait.
going to... That was my second time going to Retro Game Con, and much better experience than my first time. So let me tell you that story. Megan already heard it. A roller coaster of fucking emotions. Let me fucking tell you. Because, so this was 2019, and this was when Erica Luttrell was there. The voice of Bangalore from Apex Legends, Sapphire from Steven Universe, and she did, I don't remember her name, but the little, the black girl from Magic School Bus, that was also her, right? And I was like, what a fucking lineup. I love all these characters, so I gotta go see her, right? So, I show up. This was my first time also driving in, like, fucking, what's it called? In downtown Syracuse, New York. So, I was having a hard fucking time figuring out how to get into the parking that I had to get into. So I went around the fucking block probably 6 times before I actually found out where to go. I go in there, park, and as I'm walking up to the convention center, I see her and some of her like bodyguards or whatever leaving. So I thought I wasted so much time trying to find parking, I missed her. And my heart sank. I was miserable. So I was like, I already bought the ticket. I like pre-bought the ticket online. I was like, I'm just going to try and make the best of this. So I went in, got some food, and I think I played Sonic 2 for like a fucking hour. Chillin'. Was really sad because I thought I missed one of my favorite voice actors. And then as I walk out, because I'm like, I think, if this is just what it's going to be, I'm just going to leave. And got up to leave, and I see that there's a line, and I see that she's there. So I'm like, oh my god, she's back, and I'm so happy again. And I get back in line, got my picture with her, got an autograph. It was great. And then I left, and I'm like, what an experience.
A true roller coaster of emotions, though.
Yeah, I'm going to my first convention in December. It's called Holiday Matsuri.
Is there going to be any cool, like, voice actors, cosplayers?
I'm double checking because they've updated it a couple times for who's going to be there. Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah, there were other 2 voice actors, at least like big name, when I went to Retro Game Con, because it was Erica Luttrell, and then I don't know the other 2's names, but the voice of Solid Snake, and the voice of Zelda from Breath of the Wild.
So there's going to be a bunch of the people from Baldur's Gate. I don't know if they're all going to be there, but it's at least Astarion, Lae'zel, Shadowheart. Double checking.
The demon chick, Maggie Robertson.
I don't know. One of the characters that played as Karina the Squirrel in the game.
Yep. That's English's. I think that are they dating?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to cut that out if they're not. I don't know enough about them. Fuck. I'm pretty sure they kissed, right, Laura? Those are the two chicks that kissed. Did you see
Chicks
it?
kissed?
Yeah, you were so. They were on stage, and they kissed.
I was not paying
And you
attention.
missed that shit? That's
I
fucking.
missed it.
Oh, Will's voice actor.
That's so sad. I was so uninterested. I'm so sorry to both our gay fans. I don't care. And I did take a seat from one of you.
We're cutting this out. We're cutting this out.
No, we're leaving it in. We're leaving it in.
No. We have to cut this out because what if they do join? What if they're on my project? I can't have this.
And then
Because I'm not a fan. Me, who's someone not working on the project at all.
Yeah.
Completely out of left field. I didn't expect this going through the other names, but they've got the guy that voiced fucking Speedwagon in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be a stacked lineup, and I am genuinely so excited to meet these people.
I remember, I think it was, I sent, there was a con or something where it was like all the original, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monster voice actors, and then, like, just Jack Atlas from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all somewhere, I don't remember if it was the English voice actors or Japanese, but I remember seeing the picture for it and going, like, Jack Atlas thinks he's one of them.
They've also got the voice actor for Senshi from Delicious in Dungeon.
I don't know that one.
I'm fucking pumped. All right. But yeah, so that's the first convention that I'm going to, and that's later this year.
Are you going to dress up? Are you going to cosplay?
I don't know. I don't know if I have enough time to, like, put one together that'll be comfortable to wear in the Florida existence.
So valid.
It was hot as hell at Retro Game Con, and it's fucking cold here and shit. I can't imagine in Florida what a convention is. All those fucking people. Ugh.
Ugh, dude, it's gotta smell terrible.
For sure.
We already know nerds don't have the best record of hygiene. So
it's a nice way to put it.
I can only imagine adding Florida humidity and heat into that.
That was the other topic. The one where my cousin shared that fucking nasty video of people not fucking bathing themselves.
Oh,
and they're trying to like pass it off as a white people thing. White people and their personal hygiene. Nah, bitch.
I'm gonna head start this with, if you think that just standing under a shower is the same thing as taking a shower, do not ever come up to say hello to me in public.
For real.
I'll smell you coming from a mile away. Don't even fucking try.
People, one of the bitches in the video there was like, yeah, in like a public restroom, like I'll just like run the water and not even bother putting my hands under it. I was like, foul. These people live among us.
Straight to jail.
And these motherfuckers are out here.
These creatures.
I said these people live among us.
Creatures.
Okay. But that's the thing though, and then they're like trying to be like, oh, white people are gross, and it's like, I get it, there's like this whole debate of like, do you use a washcloth, and like, you know, like there's this whole like cultural aspect of it, but no, I think that some people are just gross. There's people just nasty.
There are people like that who are just like, I just stand under the water and that's enough to clean me. I deep clean my entire body every time I shower.
Listen, depending on like the thing, like Laura had mentioned, being like, oh, sometimes, you know, you just gotta kind of rush through something, or if I'm taking a shower just because like I'm like, oh, I just want something like feel refreshed, like, you know, you ever be like, well, I literally showered like last night.
If I want to substitute the warmth of hugging another person, I'll go take a shower and just stand under the hot water.
Right. It's like if I'm sick and like need to clean my sinuses really quick.
Yeah,
just hop in a hot shower and then
follow up.
It doesn't wash my armpits a little bit and then
clean.
Do you guys prefer to have like a warm shower, or do you also like to bring the temperature of the sun into your bathroom?
So me personally, I change the temperature of my water through my shower usually.
Oh, no, I don't. I
So I
crank
start
that
off with
bitch.
like a nice warm shower, especially during the summertime.
Crank
I'll
that
like
bitch to
start
hot.
off warm, like I'll start off real warm because I don't do hot. I don't want to be like physically uncomfortable in my shower. I want to feel nice
The
and comfortable
easiest
and
way to clean yourself,
fantastic.
though, is to just melt the top layer of skin off. Just burn it away.
That's too
Okay.
Your shower has a hot setting for a reason.
So in that, in that realm of possibilities, would hopping into a fire also be considered a shower?
I mean, that is literally how they sterilize equipment.
Well, you know what? Then there we go.
You're
You
sterilized.
want to be
You're
clean?
not clean.
Burn your skin off.
Yeah.
That's not
It's just
clean,
that
that's
audio where it's just
sterile.
like, do you feel the bugs under your skin?
What?
What?
Start itching over here.
Yeah, just start like saying outlandish things on the podcast. Like there was one that always like it was because like I followed a bunch of D&D accounts and a lot of it was just like when the BBEG uses a charm spell to make your character try to kill themselves. He was literally just like, "Do you like the way your skin feels on your body? No.
No.
Why don't you peel it off then? Peel off your skin." And I was like,
I don't like that as an option either. Ideally neither of those things. I don't like the way that my skin feels on my body because I don't like being aware that my skin exists.
As I said that, I just felt the pulse through my body reminding me of every part and piece of it. And I was like, I don't like this conversation. I started this conversation. I don't want to be a part of it anymore.
It's like realizing like how your tongue is sitting in your mouth and you're just like, there's no comfortable way. Like once you're aware and thinking about how your tongue is in your mouth, you're like,
or when you realize that you're blinking.
I cast manual breathing.
Or how much you're not blinking.
Or how much you're not blinking, yeah. I change the temperature as I'm showering, and it goes from extremes because I like the hot shower, but then at the end I like to end it cold because it's good for your hair. And I'm like, well, you're just in scalding hot water, so
I don't have that problem to worry about anymore.
Sometimes I wish. Sometimes I'm like, I'm just gonna get rid of it all. But other times I'm like, I couldn't. No.
You could do it, Laura. You could pull it off.
Luxurious mane. I couldn't do that. Oh.
Come here. Under.
You were saying that to Laura at first.
No. Yeah, Laura, come here.
I thought you were saying that about me. I thought you were like, come here. I was like,
no, so this headset has a built-in mic, and I was trying to get it tucked back under my hat so that I could put my hat back on after revealing my beautiful bald head to the world.
I do feel like online specifically, like these conversations aren't ever really had like out in the real world of it's kind of like there's like a hygiene Olympics going on.
Honestly,
where people are like, I brush my teeth 5 times a day, and then the other somebody else will go, that's gross, I do it 7 times, and it's like,
you brush your teeth,
I just do it twice.
I was gonna say, if you brush your teeth more than twice, I think there might be like you might need to go get checked and tested.
Unless you get like braces or something, I guess I could understand like if you have like some dental thing, like then maybe like 3 times a day, like
once in the morning, once at night. If you do any more than that, I'm gonna need to know why. What's going on with you? What's in that funky little brain?
Absolutely, that's
But yeah, it's one of those things where like definitely when you're like I'm on like dating apps trying to find love and support in this wonderful world that we live in. If you at some point you have to just drop the question like, how do you take care of yourself? Because like I'm not trying to like flirt with somebody, go on a date and smell them before I see them and then just leave.
That's totally fair.
I can't even imagine.
But there's no nice way to just be like, hey, when you shower, how do you go about it? What do you do? What's the word I'm thinking of?
Here's the cheat code. Everybody listen, here's the cheat code. Shower with them. It doesn't have to be sexual. Just be like, hey, wash my back, I'll wash yours. Literally.
No.
And that way you get to see you get to see what's in their shower, what they're cleaning themselves with, how they clean themselves. I think it's a win-win. You get to learn if they like cold showers or hot. And then
I feel like if I'm already at the
I'm-
point where like I'm willing to get in the shower with them, it's too late to figure out if they're doing a good job cleaning themselves.
Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna be vulnerable enough to just get naked with someone, you're gonna want to know whether they're nasty or not.
Let's take
If
a
you're
shower
at that
together.
I'm
Me
a hoe,
shows.
so
Let's take a shower together. Me shows up in swimming trunks and my floaties.
No, but for real though, can you imagine being like, all right, we're gonna take a shower together, and then while you're showering, realizing that the person that you're showering with is nasty as fuck? No,
yeah, they like
thank
poop
you.
in their hand and toss it in the toilet.
Waffle stompers.
Not even like that level of nasty, but like the kind of nasty that's just like, yeah, I don't need to wash my legs because like the soap runs from my hair down my legs, and that's good enough. So I never wash my legs.
Yeah, see, now that's something I would take in my own hands, and I'd be like, oh, well, let me help you. And, like, I'd do it myself and be like, doesn't it feel good?
No, you're about to touch someone who's never washed their legs.
With my hand, washcloth, their skin, and then I, like, get the scrubbing. Yeah.
No. Do you know how many dead skin cells those motherfuckers
I'm not
have?
rubbing my hands like that across somebody that, like, is gross, or I'm like, I don't know about
what
this.
is that like one? What's the one? What is it? A song where it goes, "I'll be damned if I listen to the opinion of a man with an unwashed ass."
I don't know.
Is that what it is?
I don't know if it's a song, but it's real.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I've heard the audio. It sounds like it's from a song.
I have no idea what it's from, but
if someone's
that's a
like,
valid
"Hey,
statement."
100%. But if someone's like, yeah, I just wash my hair and then let like the soap and conditioner wash my body, I'd be like, oh, let me use this washcloth and I'll like scrub under your titties for you and like get underneath your ass cheek and stuff. I'd put it in their hand when I'm done and be like, you can get your ass. I'm not rubbing your asshole for you, but like you can do it.
What? Still, no. I'd be like, hey, I found out just now for some reason and didn't know this before, but we are not compatible. You don't wash your body properly. Time for me to bounce.
I mean, if they kept doing it, like if we got into the shower again and they were like, I just do it, I'd be like, all right, we're done.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so welcome to BuzzBait. I'm your host, apparently. Put the hoe in host, baby.
Somebody has to, and it's not gonna be me.
It has to be me. I'll take it.
We know it's not me. I wouldn't even fuck a robot. So don't listen to what I have to say. I wouldn't even fuck a robot.
Call
so like
Meg a fleshy.
If you call me a fleshy, best be ready to see my obituary card.
If you so when we get big and famous, if you call Meg a fleshy, you will be charged $50 for an autograph. If you don't call Meg a fleshy, the autograph will be negotiated at the time. But if you call Meg a fleshy, you instantly have to pay her $50.
Oh, you pay her $50? Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, Laura's just out here trying to profit.
Well, at first I was just like, if you call Meg a fleshy, that's a free autograph. But then you said no, call her a fleshy, and then
if you call Meg a fleshy, you have to pay Meg $50 for an autograph, but you'll get a free one from Laura.
That's good. That's a good deal.
Till Laura is faced with me having my family send her a small vial of my ashes after my death.
Dude, oh my god.
I'll put them in a little jar and be like, Meg's still with us, and I'll attach it to this. Be like, Meg is always on this podcast. I mean, we can replace you with Morgan, because like you said, the names are so similar. Would someone
so here's all right, here's the thing.
Notice.
If any of us
only
die,
now with the on-camera content.
If any of us die and we get cremated, we have to sell the dead cast members' ashes.
Oh my god, I just thought of something. Laura, we replace you with Elena. Me, I get replaced with Morgan, and those names are super similar. And then Colin just gets replaced with Jared. Names not similar. Maybe Jared will change his name though to something like Kyle. And it's the Kyle, Lena, and Morgan
Alternate idea. We don't do that, and
Just
none of us get
recast.
replaced.
All three of us.
Okay, so there's this cast, right? Tana Fish, BuzzBait, whatever, and then there's like Great Value brand.
I'm sorry. At least some of the people on this podcast, at least one of the people on this podcast is the Great Value brand to the other cast.
What?
And who's that? What?
Me.
Why you elaborate on that, Meg?
Morgan's way cooler than me.
But we didn't bring Morgan first, did we?
Did you?
Morgan wasn't our like first round pick. We didn't know Morgan until after you were here.
Exactly. So I'm the Great Value brand that you got
That's not-
stuck with
that's-
because I was all that was left on the shelf at the supermarket. I don't need you guys to be like concerned or anything about me. So like you don't have to be like, oh no, Megan, we won't forget you. We promise.
I'm not saying I won't forget you because I'm concerned about you. I'm saying I won't forget you because I won't
We'll
fucking
go to
forget
your
about
grave
you.
and be like, haha, sloth, one eye willy.
You'll go to my grave.
And then
to
other
mock.
people will be like, why the fuck are you doing this?
Joke's on you, Meg. I went to college for masonry, so I have stone cutting tools. I will carve in the back of your headstone One-Eyed Willie.
I thought you were just gonna say head. Carve in the back of your head.
Joke's on you. I won't
One-Eyed
have a
Willy.
tombstone. I don't want to be buried. Just fucking toss the ashes out after I'm cremated, and or do that sick as fuck thing. Let's restart this. So, joke's on you guys. I'm not being buried. You can toss my ashes, or do that thing that someone at work said that their dad wanted to do when they heard that you could compress ashes into like gems. They said to compress them
Oh, yeah.
instead into a frisbee.
Fun
And
fact,
we
that
lost our
process is
minds.
expensive as hell.
Guess
To
what?
get your ashes compressed into a single gem is like upwards of a few
It's
$1,000s.
probably easier to make me into a frisbee. If a bitch is out there making cummy bears, shout out to the former episodes.
Was that episode 1 with the Cummy
That was
Bears?
episode 1.
Fuck yeah, call back.
I have always said I want to be scattered, but I don't want to be cremated. I want someone, and it'd be funnier if it was like, I don't know, like Disneyland,
I want to.
and you're just riding like the Tower of Terror, and there's just like my jaw.
I want one of those like plant a tree like biopods, but I specifically want it to be like a walnut tree, so that if anybody ever visits my grave, there is a solid chance that they get fucking hit right in the head by just a falling nut.
So you're just
And it could be
dropping
any
notes on
tree.
folks?
It could be any tree that produces something that can fall. But I just think it'd be really funny if it was walnuts.
So your choices are your nuts will hang, or you're gonna be a fruit.
I mean, I'm both of those things right now, so
Hey,
nothing changes the day I die, baby.
yeah, I want to be cremated, or not. I want to be scattered, not cremated.
I'll carve you up and throw you at people.
When I become an organ donor, if they'll actually be able to use my fucked up eye. Like, if I donate it, like, will someone be able to use it? Because, like, it's only fucked up for me, right? Like, the muscle.
Oh,
and
so
stuff. It's
maybe
like a
it'll be,
brain
like-
issue more than.
Maybe.
And, like, a muscle
I mean, honestly,
issue.
even if the eye is still fucked up, it's still an upgrade from being fully blind.
Is it, though?
Like,
How
it's-
pissed would you be if someone got your eye and it just worked just fine? Would you be upset?
I don't think so. Because, like, when I close my good eye, it straightens out. It doesn't work. Like, I can't really see shit, but, like...
Oh, I thought it worked. It was just like the fucking chameleon
No.
thing where it just looks in different directions.
No, it does not work.
Oh, damn. Rip.
Yeah. Well, I didn't wear an eye patch as a kid, and so like my brain didn't make the pathways to like process the images being seen. And so like plus like the prescription's a little bit off. It's not like the best because it's never fucking used. I'm sure it makes the prescription even worse. But like one eye is nearsighted and one eye is farsighted. So your brain can't like handle that like double vision.
Mm.
And so it just like says fuck that one. And that's why the muscle starts to go lazy. But you can train it by wearing like an eye patch. I didn't wear an eye patch as a kid because my father did not understand that when the doctor, or that when he heard from my mother or from the doctor that, hey, the eye is gonna be crooked no matter what, probably. My dad was like, oh, it's gonna be fucked up no matter what. And not realizing that I could still have vision in it. It would just be crooked, but I could have vision. So then they just didn't make me do it. And I didn't learn that until I was already an adult. And now as an adult, like, your brain doesn't make those pathways the same way. And so very little, if any, recovery of the sight would be had.
Can I
but it's all brain
offer
shit.
something for when
Hell yeah.
when you eventually die? Like, it's gonna happen at some point. Can we keep the eye and then cremate the rest of you?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That was it. That was my question.
Yeah.
I've already said, like, I want to be, whether I'm cremated or buried,
take it to court.
I want my skull. I just want my
steal
skull
it from
removed.
Someone who could use it, Lara, for sure.
I just want my skull removed and fully preserved so that I can just leave my skull with somebody. Just fucking toss that bitch on the mantle for Halloween.
You know what you could do? Get the skull taken out, right? The rest of your body cremated, those ashes compressed into gems, and put them into the eye sockets of your own skull.
Hell yeah.
Right, Lara? Wouldn't it be hella cool?
I thought you were going to say something about, like, you want, like, your skull, like, exposed here so you could look like Mojo Jojo with the brain exposed or something. That's where I thought you were going, and then you didn't go there, and I was like, uh-oh.
But no, it'd be very funny. And then, yeah, with Meg's idea. And then in any future episodes of the podcast, you just have, like, this weird skull with 2 gem eyes behind you. And anytime somebody ever brings up what's that skull, you gotta, in the next episode, be like, and for those who are new to the channel, this is our previous co-host, Colin.
Oh my god.
And then just go, like, pick the skull up and, like, necklaces. Put it on camera.
This is Megan, this is Colin. My co-hosts are always with me. Assuming I live the longest for whatever reason. Colin, I'm sorry. I was like, Colin, you're probably going first.
Yeah, I'm probably going to die first.
The drug usage, past drug usage.
Funny enough.
Fuck this brain up real
literally,
bad.
On New Year's, I swear to God, I thought that I had mentioned this to you guys. Maybe I haven't. But on New Year's Day of 2024, like that night, like ball drops and everything, I had this almost like panic attack where I was like, this is the year that I die. Like, I'm gonna die this year.
No, you've almost made it.
We got a couple months to go.
You better knock on wood right fucking now.
I've made it this far. But, like, literally, like, there was, like, this, like horrible, like, feeling of dread that overcame me. I don't know what it was. But I was like, oh, God, I'm gonna fucking die. This is it. This is the last year. Fuck.
This is the last year. I feel it in my bones. This is the end for me. It's over.
I don't know what that was, but like I have outlived that. So I think I'm okay for now.
Did you have any sort of feeling of like when exactly you're gonna die, or was just like
just like this year. Okay. Like this is my last year.
I didn't know if you were alive. Like November 2024, it's over and I'm dead, and I was just gonna be like, we gotta get content out now. You better take a week off from work and we gotta fucking record.
Who needs a job when you're about to fucking die? Like,
yeah,
honestly, I got weeks left.
Dude, I'm just saying, if my doctor or whatever was like, yeah, you have a month, you have 2 months left, I just quit my job and just live.
For sure.
Oh my god,
I'm not living until the fucking day I die.
I was watching Resident Alien. I was watching Resident Alien with my roommate. And there's literally a part where he's like pretending to be the town doctor, and this old guy comes in and he's like going over like, hey, if you keep eating the food you're gonna eat, you're probably gonna die. But he like looks at him and he goes, do you like the guy who's like an alien pretending to be a human? He goes, do you like Christmas? And the guy just goes, yeah, I think so. And the doctor just goes, make sure you celebrate it before June then. And I was like, that's the wildest shit I've ever heard.
I'd poop my pants. I would poop my pants.
Honestly, I'd be like, well, I guess we're celebrating. Christmas came twice.
This is totally off topic, but I said I'd poop my pants. I actually have a peeing my pants story that happened kind of recently, and I had to be unconvinced that I didn't like piss my pants.
Oh, speaking of poo pants and pee pants stories, I actually shit myself when I went up for the wedding. So we went up a week early for the bachelorette party, And we drove up instead of flying because we figured we were going to buy a bunch of like souvenirs and stuff, and we don't have to deal with like transporting them back on the plane and making sure we had enough room in our luggage. Somewhere from Florida to New York, I ate something at a gas station that
First mistake.
we got to the Airbnb for the bachelorette party weekend. I went to the bathroom like 5 times over the course of 2 hours. And then I was like, all right, I think I'm good. And we got an Imodium and I took one and I was like, I'm going to bed. I woke up from a dead sleep and ran up to the bathroom and I discovered I did not win the race.
Oh,
rough.
And you were in an Airbnb, so like I can't do anything with it. So I was just like, okay. So I went and got like a little bag from I think it was one of the leftover bags from the gas station food. Like we ate the food and everything, but we didn't throw the bags out yet. And I just put the shorts and boxers in the bag, like put some dish soap in the bag, tied that bitch shut, and threw it in the garbage. And I was like, this is the day that I lost the war.
So my peeing my pants story, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was at work.
Don't leave me alone, Laura.
I never will. Are you kidding? First episode, dude, I always pee and poop my pants. I can't hold it. So the bathrooms were under construction for a while, and they used to be a lot further away, like probably like 5 minutes. But now, because of where I work, they're like 3 minutes. Very, very close. It's like 3 minutes there and back. Great. But back when they were further away, I always had to pee for whatever reason. It's like I would be up at my station and then gotta piss. There's also, so I work in a warehouse and there's like conveyor belts like up near the ceiling. So if it's like a jar of jalapenos break on the conveyor belts up there, like the like little liquid will drop down. The like jalapeno juice or whatever, it'll drop down and it'll leave like droplets. So I was this close to being like, I'm gonna piss my pants. Yeah, so I ran downstairs and I told the one guy that I was working with at the time, I was like, I am going to run to the bathroom in case anyone asks where I am. He was like, got you, no worries. So I took off. I had to keep my thighs like touching, otherwise like I was gonna leak, right? And so I was like, I looked like a Minecraft Roblox character once again, just very quickly, like I couldn't separate my legs. If they separated even just an inch, I knew it was going to be like, so they were very close together, and I took off towards the bathroom and was like, okay, I made it in time. Everything looks good. I come back and I see just like, it's almost exactly the way that I was walking. There were little droplets. And I was like, oh my god, I peed. I peed. And it like, I was so like mortified. I was like, oh my god, I did actually pee, and it just came out very quick. I went back upstairs because there were paper towels up there. Went back up the stairs, grabbed the paper towels, and like patted my leg. They came back dry, so I was like, what the fuck happened? And it wasn't until there was a jam up on one of those conveyor belts that I smelled, it was like olives or something, and I was like, oh, maybe it wasn't me. I still wasn't fully convinced, and I'm still not fully convinced, but I'm like, it was olives, it was olives, it was olives. I have to tell myself that, otherwise I think about it, and I'm like, otherwise I think about it, and I'm like, oh my god, I peed at work, and I left a trail.
But like, you should have noticed in your pants or your fucking underwear if you pissed yourself, Laura.
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen. If you want a good story, ask Jared. Go to Mr. Jarbuncle YouTube and ask about the lady at Target that pooped through her underwear.
What?
I don't.
Or not Target. Kmart. Go to Mr. Jarbuncle on YouTube and ask. Comment on his newest video about.
Comment on his newest video.
I'm trying to hook him.
Oh, Laura gave up. She's gone.
Trying to hook him up.
Oh. No, that's a crazy. I just imagine like no context. Just be like Laura from Katana Fish said to ask you about the lady who pooped through her underwear at Kmart.
Because she did. Brief story. He worked at Kmart at the time, and this lady like fell, and as she fell, a little turd came out. Like
The way that you said that, a little turd came out.
Yeah, it was just sitting on the floor, and then she got up like nothing happened and just went. And he was like, it just went like through her like pants leg or whatever.
But like, okay, so something falling out of your pants is whatever. That's different than like there's no sign that that person pooped. There's gotta be inside of her pants, inside of her underwear. Sure, it came out, but there's evidence in her clothes that she shit herself for sure. There's gotta be.
I don't know the details. I wasn't there. Again, ask him. I'm not him.
That's right, Laura. Don't you ever fucking forget you're not him.
I'm just saying, you would have known if you pissed yourself. You can't just drip piss yourself without knowing.
That's why I'm like 60-40. 60% of me is like, I didn't pee.
Your coworkers would
40% are like,
you wouldn't smell olives. You would smell piss too. Like people would be like, "Wow, Laura smells."
It depends on if you got like a good
today.
brothy piss on you.
I was gonna say it depends on like what you eat and drink that affects that kind of stuff. So
I'm just saying, I feel like your coworkers be like, Laura kind of smells like piss today. And they're like, are you
at the time,
the olives?
At the time, they changed my job, so I work by myself or I work with one other person. So at that time, I was working by myself.
That was like the time I had food poisoning at TCG Player, and like I kept having to go to the bathroom. I was like, I swear to God, one of these times I'm not gonna make it, and I'm gonna shit myself in front of everybody. I didn't though. Luckily, I made it all the way through the whole 10-hour shift.
Do you think you need to cut out, Meg?
We're keeping most of it. It's question time though. Colin should ask the question, but I've got a good one if he doesn't have one yet.
I don't have one. I wasn't sure what the schedule was with me returning finally.
Yeah, well, it's been a while since you asked a question. I got one. If you don't got one, I got one. But
yeah, I had because I wanted to do Colin, Megan, Laura, and then everything got fucked. It got all fucked up. But now that Colin is back,
we can do Colin.
Be back on schedule.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I did have one saved. What zombie apocalypse do you guys think you have the best chance of surviving? Like books, movies, video games? Okay. Laura just with the strong start out the gate.
None. Like I said it in 2 different episodes. I'm killing myself. Zombie apocalypse happens. I'm just.
But if you didn't kill yourself, where do you think you'd stand the best chance? Like you've got The Walking Dead, you've got Resident Evil, The Last of Us.
Right. You got Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead, Dead Rising, COD Zombies, if you want to throw that one in for whatever reason where you're just fighting Nazis.
COD Zombies, I feel like I have probably the least chance of surviving because I have to buy a gun off a wall and they run.
That's true. If we're taught like when I had this question in my head, my first thought was anybody who says they'd survive in Resident Evil has never played or read anything about the Resident Evil games or like anything like that, because as soon as you get out of like just the zombies, Resident Evil goes into like aliens and demons and shit, and it gets insane for no reason.
You know what zombie apocalypse I'm surviving? Plants vs. Zombies.
Are you good at keeping plants alive, Laura?
No, but if they're fighting plants, they're dumb. So
what about you, Meg?
I think I can survive that one.
So we talked about this a little bit on the Morgan episode. Check that one out. We talk about horror movies and shit too. But here's the thing. honestly, because of like my medication dependency alone, like I'm really fucked. Like there's no situation where like I'm doing well because I'm on a medication that like has like physical withdrawal symptoms. So I literally will like have like horrible flu-like symptoms, like fucking chills, this thing's called brain zaps. Like it's really really bad with yeah. You ever
It's a
like you
wild fucking side effect I've never heard of before. This
so
medication may
it's a
cause
symptom of
brain
like the
zaps.
withdrawal. It's a symptom of the withdrawal from the
Okay.
medication. So have you ever, you know, when like your like foot or like hand falls asleep, and when you
Mhm.
move it, it's got that like a sharp like tingling pain. It's like that, but it starts in your brain and it like shoots through your body.
Ooh, that's yucky. Don't like
It's
that.
super
Interesting.
yucky, and it gets worse the worse like the withdrawal is. And I've been on this medication for like a really long time, and by like day 2, I start to get them, and they start off not so bad, but then they get like progressively worse. And so like just that alone is fucking debilitating. Like it's not like truly debilitating. A lot of times I just fucking push through that shit. If I fuck up my medicine, if I fuck up not getting a refill in time, whatever. But it would not work well in a zombie apocalypse because I'd be so depressed. I'd be so fucked up mentally because, like, sure, I think that I could do okay after the withdrawal. Like, if I had enough time to, like, go through the withdrawal, but there's a very slim likelihood, there's almost no situation where I'm gonna have enough time to recover from withdrawal while the zombie apocalypse is happening.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
there's almost no situation where that's gonna, like, work. Plus, I'll be so irritable that people will want to just fucking kill me. Like, even if I had like a community, like they're like, we're here to help you. I'd be like, get the fuck away from me, and they're like, get out of here, get out of here, bitch, get the fuck away from us. We're leaving your ass, like, because like I'd just be like, you know. What
Have you ever seen that video of the It's the guy, and he's like, when I have to fight my girlfriend, but she turned into a zombie, and she's like, let me suck your cock, pretty boy, and he like runs downstairs.
I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I've seen that before. Yeah, the only one that I think I would have a chance of surviving would probably be The Walking Dead, just because it took them fucking years before the zombies started climbing over shit.
That's a valid situation. That world where like they don't climb for like ages and ages, that might give me enough time. Like if I had a good place to hole up, that might give me enough
like
time
those zombies,
to go through withdrawal. But
as long as you don't make noise to draw their attention and they can't like see you, they just continue wandering like stupid little shitheads.
That's what I was trying to take in consideration. I'm like, what zombies don't like
Resident Evil, they evolve
climb
within like weeks. Like as soon as a week has passed, the main infection site, you've got ones that are like fully sprinting and jumping over cars.
I'm gonna amend my
Plants vs.
statement.
Zombies, because
in a real zombie apocalypse, I will survive. Like in realistic conditions of how human bodies break down and work, fucking survive in that. Most people are. Tons of people are. Initially, people are gonna get real fucked up, but the majority of people are gonna be just fucking fine.
Yeah,
if
like
you're
the
talking
fact that in like early episodes of The Walking Dead, their solution to not getting eaten was just hide under cars, and the zombies lose sight of you and their brains go, they're gone, and they just go back to like shambling around.
Now that world, the Walking Dead zombies in their perception of things, plus real world mechanics on how the human body would have broken down over time and like won't survive in like extreme weathers the same way, like just it'll decompose. You're rotting, you're not alive anymore. The way that the human body and any living organism will rot away, like it would be done. Like I think I would survive that, because you know what I could do? I'll just take like a 90-day prescription, bounce. I've got the medicine that I need for 90 days. By the time 90 days is up, them body's not doing well enough to fuck anybody up. You know what I mean? There's nothing holding that shit together.
Yeah, I'm taking Plants vs. Zombies.
Laura, the Plants vs. Zombies ones are dangerous. They know how to like drive Zambonis and shit.
That's kind of cool, though.
It's kind of cool, though. Are you good at growing plants, Laura?
No.
So then you're fucked.
I'm fucked no matter what I choose. I'm gonna kill myself.
I know I said you're not allowed to for this question. You have to live.
Exactly.
Okay.
God, Laura.
I don't know.
You
The
can
zombies
stick
in
with
my
Plants
head
vs. Zombies.
that I'm thinking of, like,
Yeah, you can stay with Plants vs. Zombies. We're just acknowledging the one flaw that you admitted. You're not good at keeping plants alive.
I said that in the beginning. I said I was like, I'm not good at keeping plants alive, but
I'm just saying, like, I feel like that was a bad choice then. You could just cop out like me and be like, hey, as long as real world mechanics exist. Because that's the thing, like, it won't be fucked up for very long. You could survive just fine, Laura. You're like, I just bounced to the woods for fucking 3 months. You
and
come
then,
back.
The woods is
and
actually
then
a
what? I have
terrible
to deal with
idea.
the aftermath of the zombie apocalypse. I'm not doing
Yeah.
that either.
But it's
Yeah,
only
you think-
maybe culled a third to a half the population. Most people are fucking fine.
You
You just
think
restart society. Go back
you
to fucking
think
work.
that
Walmart
right now
would get back in
people
line.
you think that right now
So
people have like
fast.
body odor in public? If a zombie apocalypse happens, you can't walk down the street without smelling like that nasty, crusty decomposition.
I don't have a
saw
sense of
that
smell.
face, Laura.
I don't have a sense of smell.
Uh-uh.
I would
Yeah, like if I survived the initial thing and like everybody was like, okay, cool, the zombies are dead, guys, we can come out. That's when I kill myself. I survived the apocalypse. I take one whiff of like walking down the street and I'm like, I'm sorry, guys, I'm done.
Honestly, when I kill myself, if I survive the apocalypse, it was like a short
When I
one.
kill myself.
Yeah, when I would kill myself. The moment I would kill myself is when they're like, okay, guys, we have to get back to work. I'd be like, fuck this. We're not doing it, fam.
Excellent.
Yeah, I was just
handle
out,
this
like,
shit.
hunting and gathering. I was fucking scouring for berries, and now I have to go fucking stock shelves at Walmart. I'm
I
killing
was
myself.
living
I'm killing
Joe
myself before
Rogan's
any of that
wet
happens.
dream, and you want me to go back to capitalism?
Yeah.
Disgust.
On that note, thank you for tuning into this week's episode. It was a little all over the place.
It sure was.
They're
What
the
are we
best
keeping it?
Keep
ones.
it unhinged.